Hello everyone, and welcome back to Useful How-To Videos. My name is Mike Sands, your guide to solving tech-related issues. If you find this video helpful, please don't forget to hit the like button and subscribe to our channel for more useful content. Suppose you want to find out how many times a particular text or number value occurs in a range of cells. Like for example, we have on the screen here, where if you just look at this range here, it's highlighted. We want to know how many times does the number 6 appear in this range. Well, the obvious answer in this case would be 2. And you can clearly see that, but what if you were to have a whole bunch of numbers, like I show here. Let's just say you have a whole array of numbers that last in a range of maybe 100 cells or so, and you don't have time to count those cells. What can you do to count the number of a particular number of a text or value? How many times does that value occur within a specific range? Well, Excel has a way of doing it, and I'm going to show you two ways that Excel actually does it. So you'll see here that I actually have it done already on the screen, and you see here that for example, how many 6s are there in this particular range? And you see that the obvious answer is 2. Well, how do we do it? So the first way is that if you have a formula, and the formula is COUNTIF, but in actual fact, so why don't we delete it and I'll show you. So if we type equals COUNTIF, you have two brackets or one bracket, you'll see here that the formula requires you first of all to indicate what the range is and then indicate what the criteria is. So if the first thing we have to indicate is what range do we want this search to take place in. And so we define it by just highlighting or dragging our mouse over the entire range. So once we've selected a range, we then put a comma as shown in our formula, and then we would simply say what are we looking for, or what's the criteria. In this particular example, it's going to be the number 6, and so we see that's how the value is 2. Okay, what if we had another question? We wanted to know how many no's are in this range here, and we just define it there. Okay, how many no's are there? We want to know how many no's are in this range here. Okay, so let's do this. Let's take the same example here, and we say it would be equal COUNTIF, open bracket, and we specify what the range is. The range is, we wanted to check here, and the criteria is, notice I put the comma, so comma, criteria is no. And we hit enter. Okay, D3 is equal to 9. Maybe you want, it should be in quotations. Yeah, there you go. Okay, so I think for a text, it has to the text has to be in quotations. Okay, let's count it. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. There are 6 no's in this here. If we go and change it, that number changes automatically to 5, as you see here. Okay, so why don't I do this? When I cut it there and just insert the cell there. Okay, now what if we had two sets of value? What if we had two sets of value, and we wanted to find, okay, how many, in this example here, how many 6s are there? And then at the same time, for each 6, how many of those 6s are retired? Okay, so just to give you a little background, in this table here, we want to show the number of years that a person has worked, and basically, are they retired? That's just an example that we're using here. Okay, so in this instance, I'm asking how many persons have worked 6 years and they're retired. Okay, so we do a combination there, and that formula looks something like this here. Okay, and basically says count if. Then we look at the range that we're looking at. And then we specify what the criteria is. And then we look at the second range that we're looking at and we specify what the criteria is. Okay, so let's just do that as an example. So it is actually count ifs. See the plural? Count ifs, not if, but ifs. And we put one bracket. We see here we have to indicate what the criteria is, the criteria range, and then what the criteria is. So the criteria range for the first one is going to be here. And the range that we want, not the range, but the criteria for that is 6, as we show here. So I think it's a good idea to include the criteria always in quotations, okay? And then the next thing that we're going to do is put a comma, and we're going to specify the second criteria, the second criteria range. Second criteria range is actually here, this one here, and we want to tell it now, put a comma, and then we want to tell it the criteria, or what to look for is all the cells that has yes, okay? So all the cells that has yes, we want it to look for it. If we hit enter, then we should see it's only a 1 value, because this is the only criteria or cells that actually meet that criteria. If we change that to yes, then this one should be changed to 2, okay? And it does. Okay, and the same if you look here. Remember, we want to count how many no's are there. 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay, if we change 6 no's, now there are 6 threes, but this number didn't change because how many no's are there is still 4, and this number didn't change because how many 6's are there, and yes, it's still only these 2. But if we change now this last no to yes, then that number changes to 3, and such as this one here. So that's just a little detail or a little demonstration of how to count how often a value may occur in our range. And yes, the example here was very simple, but remember, for an even complex table, we can still use the same formula here. Okay, and just allow me a few minutes to show you that it still works in an even complex table. So if you want to find how many 6's are there, okay, I'm going to simple table count if. Okay, let's select the range, and then we put the comma, and then the criteria is 6. Okay, so it should be 12 6's in this range here. Let's verify. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. Okay. And similarly, we can do the same thing with with this table here. So let's go ahead and do it real quick while I have your attention. Okay, how many 6's on yes retire? So the range. So because I copied the formula, it's just a matter of me just choosing a new set of range for both criterias. Notice that number is 12. Okay, what that says is that there are 12 cases where you have 6 and retired yes. Okay, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. Okay, so that's how you can count how often a value occurs. So if we go a step further, and we want to conditional format now, let's just say that anytime a number changes to 6, we wanted to highlight a certain color. What do we do? Well, you would first of all highlight the range, and then you would go to this conditional formatting here, and the highlight cell rules we will go equal to. And we would say format cells that are equal to 6, the number 6, okay? And we change that. We can format it with whatever we want, okay? Even if we do custom format, and we can choose, the color of the font, etc., etc., okay? So we say anytime the number has 6, change the font to white. You know what? Let's change that to white font, and we fill it with red. Let's do that. Okay. So anytime a number is 6, it changes to a special format that we want. So that in fact we can verify quickly how many 6s are there. 12. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. If we change that to 7 just to show you, then this should change conditional formatting to red and white, and this number should change to 13. Okay. Okay, and in fact it does. So our formula does work. There you go, guys. I hope this was helpful.
If you found this video helpful, please give it a thumbs up, share, and subscribe for more how-to videos. Feel free to leave a comment if you have any questions, or if there's a specific topic you'd like me to cover in a future video. Thanks for watching, and see you on the next one.